Well, I started a topic on my YouTube live. I'm going to finish it here. When I say Jeff is my only friend, that is 100% true. I could go through my list, and there's only Terrell and Dallas that I would go to see. Everybody else, there's acquaintances, there's people I care about, but as far as having that person that I would kill for, that I would die for, that would be my friend Jeff. Other than my wife, for fuck's sake. But yeah, that's my friend Jeff, and he said the same thing, it's best friend, only friend. We are not socially acceptable, I guess, by nature. I sure should not. And I know he's just as grumpy as I am. But, just to know that my only friends are going to be gone here in 3 or 4 days, a week, 2 weeks. So I'm going down to, I always have dogs, I'll always have my wife, but I won't have that person that I shared my childhood with. My pocket has a hole in it. Oh, and I keep dropping my lighter. I won't have that person that I shared so many memories with, I've been abused for quite a while when I was a child. Physically, emotionally, mentally. There's a word I was thinking of last night. I was antagonized quite often. Put down. Stupid. Not gonna learn. I know more than you'll ever know. Or I forgot more than you'll ever know. Shit like that. I would hear his truck coming around the corner. Well, I could hear his truck coming from down the block. He had dual exhaust Chevy shit pickup truck with glass packs, cherry bombs. It was fucking loud. And as soon as I would hear him pull around the corner on Division coming off of Mitchell, my day instantly knowing that I was within 2 or 3 minutes of getting out of hell and being able to jump into a truck and just, God. I owe this guy more than he'll ever know. My growing up was hell. It was. There was nothing I could do right. You never knew from 1 minute to the next when you were going to get your ass beat, so you were always ready for a fight. You were always on edge, wondering what you did wrong today, what you did wrong this hour. You just got home from work or just got home from school. What did I do wrong that I've been gone? But there was always something. And the majority of the time, there was Jeff. At night, Jeff and we worked together at night. We worked together at a restaurant. We were 14 years old. I was working at the restaurant for probably a week. And the boss came in and said, "Hey, I got somebody to help you." And then walks this fucking tall, skinny fucking motherfucker walking on his toes. And I'm like, you are out of your mind. I got this guy to teach how to cook? Almost 50 or 40 years later. Jesus. Yeah, it's sharing the locker with him, seeing him every hour at the end of class, being in a class, changing out books. My honest hope and belief is that when he gets to heaven, he will know exactly how much he means to me, how much it meant to me that our youth was spent together, how much I just relied on him. He never knew it. He never knew I relied on him for my safety, my peace of mind. just the fact that I had somebody there that was happy to see me, you know. There was always the smoke, cigarettes. We didn't smoke weed. We never smoked weed together, I don't think. But yeah, it was always cigarettes waiting for me, and there was always a beer. And man, I tell you, as a kid, going through what I had to go through, just the fact that he was there, it made life bearable. It certainly did. Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. And now I found another hole in my pocket. God damn it. I am a bad person at emotion. I use humor to cover what I have. Not what I have. Well, I use humor a lot. Distraction. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the shit out of that guy, you know? He meant so much to me as a kid, and still does, you know? Working together, playing together. God, when I got booted out of the house when I was 18, who picked me up? He did. He took me to the state park. Who was the one to make sure I had everything at the state park? Jeff. Made sure I had beer. No, he'd bring in dinner from work, and if I was off, he'd bring it out to the campsite. We'd spend hours just talking. And it was just unreal. Camped to the Petoskey State Park, and before all the, well, I don't know when they took it out, but back then they had early, what was that, 88, 89, they had a lifeboat that they kept on shore. Well, of course, we're two teenagers, 18, about ready to join the service schedule at high school. Yeah, we took that lifeboat out. There's one more, there was Sean, a friend of ours. Oh, plane's coming in. But, yeah, we took that lifeboat out in the middle of Little Traverse Bay. I remember thinking that we were going to get washed away from the, let's see if we can see that plane coming in. We were going to get washed away, and we had to, there it is. You know, we were going to float away in that raft all the way to Wisconsin back in the day. But, yeah. We are lucky enough to live near the flight path for Pellston Airport, PLN. So we get to see the planes quite often, especially in summertime. That's a big yellow jacket. I don't know what the hell he's doing around here, but Jeff, we're gonna miss you, buddy. Man, part of my childhood's gonna die with him, and that's, like I told him yesterday, you know, it's hard to remember some of the stuff we did, but overall there's a feeling of just contentment and enthusiasm whenever I talk about Jeff. Yes. And as long as I keep him in my mind and memories and talking about him, he will actually never die. He will stay alive. Body may be gone, but that's about it. He will always live in my memory and my heart. So Jeff, I salute you, sir, and I thank you for giving me so many years of happiness as a teenager when I needed it the most. You were there, sir, and I appreciate you. Our paths will cross again. We can't, the universe can't keep us apart. We're too much alike to be apart that long. So our paths will cross again, sir, and then we will run again in parallel. I will see you soon, Jeff. I love you, bud. Take care of yourself.